If you've been following me, you know that my current obsession is that Boards of Canada have a new record coming out on May 29th. But the thing I want to talk about today is that I think my favorite record of theirs is the Campfire Headphase. And I think that's kind of a minority opinion among Boards of Canada fandom. Now, their last album, Tomorrow's Harvest, which I ended up live streaming the listening party for at Lake Dolores, that's a whole nother story. That album ends up being, I think, kind of the most divisive among fans. Some saying it's their favorite, others feeling like it's such a big tonal shift from the other stuff that they've put out. But their 2006 record, the Campfire Headphase, to me is underappreciated. The obvious magnum opus of Boards of Canada so far is their album Geogati. And to my ear, the Campfire Headphase continues the sonic palette of Geogati that to me those two records, Geogati, the Campfire Headphase, are like two sides of a coin. But I think most listeners, most fans see them as thematically very different, that Geogati is this sort of dark, witchy record, and Campfire Headphase, by contrast, is this sort of California, breezy road trip record. And for some people, the presence of guitars apparently means that it's just a totally different record vibe-wise. But I would argue that you could take a quarter or a third of the tracks off of Geogati and they would fit on Campfire Headphase and vice versa. And that both of these albums, compared to the rest of their output, feel like they sort of touch the bottom of the astral ocean of how big and how deep the soundscape can go. I know right now with how the algorithm is boosting content that a lot of Boards of Canada fans are following each other's stuff right now. You know, we're all kind of jonesing for new Boards of Canada content every day, so I'm trying to do my part. If you only follow me for coffee shit, I'm sorry, but you're probably going to get more Boards of Canada content. But I would say to other Boards of Canada fans that haven't given Campfire Headphase as much play, get as high as you possibly can. Get the best pair of headphones that you can and give this record your full attention. And I don't think you'll regret that. As a wrap up to this, I really am still learning how to hold a microphone, talk into a camera until rogue AI breaks the internet and we're all condemned to like go back to talking to each other face to face and making zines. And I'm totally ready to make some zines back here. It's very hard for me to talk in too much depth about coffee without anticipating raised eyebrows or sneering I might get from some of my colleagues. And with Boards of Canada fandom, no one considers me, some people consider me a Boards of Canada expert. To me, this is pretty low stakes. Maybe to kind of wet my whistle, if this is the thing I'm going to do, then, I can kick the tires on this Boards of Canada shit for a few more reels. I hope you're looking forward to a new Boards of Canada album, even a tenth as much as I am. Cheers.